So every time you sneeze, it's because you just you could have stopped it.
I could have, yeah, but it's almost pleasurable to let the sneeze happen.
This feels like a clip that someone's going to comment podcasting equipment should be more expensive under.
Probably.
I'm inclined to agree with them.
This time, I think there should be a license.
I'm inclined to agree with them.
Then you got some juicy hangers, dude.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'll have some mommy milkers or something.
Welcome back to the Mickey Boys. It's time for the absolute favorite segment every month.
Every month.
Would you rather?
Would you rather? Jason's here.
Jason's finally here.
How you feeling?
Morning.
There you go. It is early in the morning. We just found out that Danny's grumpy before 12 p.m.
I love the morning, honestly. I really do. I feel like I'm more on it.
Snappy.
Yeah.
Very snappy. He's very snappy.
So your performance declines over the day.
Oh, for sure. Well, no, it's an arc. It goes down.
Did you say art?
Arc.
Gotcha.
But a reverse arc. So it like starts high, gets bad during the middle of the day, and then at
9
night,
p.m.
ramps
right
back up.
I believe that's a cavern? Valley?
A valley.
Bell curve.
Nope, that's
Reverse bell
reverse
curve.
bell
Reverse
curve.
bell curve.
Or inverse bell curve.
Yes, inverse bell curve.
Like you said, would you rathers? We all have a couple. Danny, you want to start?
I'm gonna start with mine. And
He's just giggling to himself.
Okay. Would you rather be able to freeze time? Do you have this one? You made it look like I thought you did something. Okay.
You said 5 words.
Would you rather be able to freeze time but can't breathe when time is frozen, or have the power to turn invisible but only when you shut your eyes?
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Now, one question I do have about this is it every time I shut my eyes, or is it intentional? Like I have to shut my eyes to turn invisible?
That's a good question.
Like I don't just like flicker because I'm blinking.
That
right?
would really suck. No, I think you got it. Maybe you do something with your hands like Spider-Man and you're like, okay, now if I close my eyes, I'm all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, definitely, obviously, unbelievably, without question, doing the hold your breath freeze time.
Question.
Absolutely.
May I also gain the power of echolocation?
It's a good question.
With the closing eyes.
How about
I'll
you
be
can't,
like a bat?
You can't gain the power, but you can train yourself.
I'm not doing all that. Give me the freeze time.
I'm freezing time.
Okay, we'll give you echolocation.
All right, now you've sweetened the deal. Now you've sweetened the pot. So I can and like hear it and know. Oh, that's Danny in front of me.
What does you being invisible matter if you're just screaming into the room?
Okay,
That's
no,
a great
no,
point,
no.
actually. I forgot about that.
You don't have echolocation, but you have a heightened sense of hearing, so you can hear things moving around in the room. I don't know what you're using this for exactly, but
I have to freeze time still.
Freeze time, it's so much better. If you're in a pinch, you just
I like the little twists you've added to each power though to ruin them.
yeah, but you can only do it for like how long can you hold your breath? A minute and a half? 2 minutes?
It also depends. If you're in a tough situation, you know, your adrenaline's pumping, you might only be able to hold your breath for 20 seconds. But 20 seconds of freeze time is more than you need probably for most things.
I could get 100 feet away in that time. If I'm in trouble.
Well, you have to hold your breath and run. You're going to get 100 feet.
I think so.
All right. I
100
agree.
feet's not very
You
far.
don't even need 100 feet. You get 10 feet. No one's going to reach you at 10 feet.
yeah.
And you do it. It looks like you're teleporting, but you do it breath at a time.
I just don't know what I would really use that for, but I guess I don't really know what I'd use the invisible thing for either.
What would you... I feel like there's so many more things you can use freeze time for than close your eyes, now you're invisible.
True, but close your eyes, now you're invisible is a great thing if you're ever like in danger.
How is freezing time not better? Your eyes are closed.
Oh, so now I have to get naked.
That's a good point. Do your clothes turn invisible?
Yeah, we'll say that for now.
I think that's fair. You can't strip naked then close your eyes. Like why? What power is this?
It's a great self-defense mechanism.
But freezing time's even better.
But freezing time's such a better.
You can't hurt me if time's frozen.
You can't hurt me if you can't see me.
Yes, I
yes,
can
you can.
actually.
Wasn't
I
this
can just
swing
a sword around.
You had a whole opposite argument last Would You Rathers. This guy's flip-flop McGiggins.
The freeze time it's just too
too
OP
strong.
of a superpower.
It's too strong.
I can be even still having to hold my breath. I can still be a superhero. All I need is a gun. Bang! You're dead.
He's right.
I'm choosing the invisibility, and that was different. Last time was different because I was saying if you're trying to meddle in things, you know, then then you can hurt somebody when they're
You just
invisible.
said how would we be able to hurt you if you're
Yeah, I
invisible?
know, but if you can't see me and I'm not trying to even come close to you, you have no idea where I am.
I'll tell you what, if there's a boom boom, kaboom in the room, you're gone. We could get out of there.
What's a boom boom kabloom?
Bomb.
Oh,
It's just we were on YouTube. Just trying to avoid it.
I guess so.
It's just too Jason.
I'm stopping time.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Just stopping time just makes more sense. If I can stop time, I am invisible.
are you going with?
Yeah, I'm going with close your eyes.
Oh man,
You
Bad.
gotta go with
so you're not coming to our cool freeze time parties? That's
No,
crazy.
No.
We won't be. He'll still get in. We just won't be able to see him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And he won't be able to move during them.
Yeah, and he won't be able to do anything because he can't see. How do you leave the scenario? Like what?
What do you mean?
Like
You just
whatever scenario you're in where you need to be invisible. How do you get out?
Well, we already established that I have advanced hearing. Like I'm basically Daredevil.
Daredevil can see, but
No, he cannot.
Daredevil can
basically
see.
see.
Daredevil can see. He's actually
He
kind
can
of a
basically
liar.
see just like me with my echolocation hearing.
If he is Daredevil and invisible, he can just see and be invisible. That's pretty much what he does.
All right. So are you switching?
No, because I'll still
I'll
beat
be
your
honest,
ass if I stop time.
I might.
No,
take...
you can't. Well, how are you gonna beat my ass? You
Dude,
can't see me.
I will.
You can't see me.
We'll just hold our breath and feel around for you. Oh, guys, he's right here.
And then
Nut shot.
I will beat your ass. My power beats the ass.
I'll
out of
go
your
as far
power.
as this. I would take the freeze time over just being able to be invisible with my eyes open.
That's stupid.
That's not stupid, bro.
That's
I can freeze.
stupid.
I can freeze time for like 60 seconds at a time. Are you kidding me? That's so powerful.
Yeah, but how often do you really need to freeze time?
I could if I every day I need to freeze time.
Mm-hmm.
And every day there's a situation where I go, if I froze time there, things would have been all right.
I agree with him, especially him. Honestly, what times do you need to be invisible? You're not. What are you?
Again,
you're
this
not
is strictly a
thief.
defense mechanism.
Freezing time is such a better
I
defense
just
mechanism.
don't know what I'd use freezing time for.
I don't know what you would use invisibility for.
Okay, I just said it.
What was it?
It's a defense mechanism.
How often are you getting attacked?
And not very often, but if I needed to, bada bing. I could also use it to rob. You can barely use it to rob.
You cannot use it to
Bro,
rob.
we can use
How are you
freeze
gonna-
time
Yeah, we
so
can use-
much better to rob.
We could use freeze time to rob way better.
I don't know. If I just go into like a bank bathroom and then just close my eyes and I'm invisible, security does their checks and now I'm robbing a bank.
We're back to eyes closed.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I get to be eyes open. Fine, that's even better.
It's your would you rather.
Well, you're the one who added the eyes open caveat.
I said I would still choose freezing time.
Freezing time for 60 seconds at a time doesn't do much for you.
So much.
Also, by the way, this is definitely how this works. If you're freezing time, you still age during that time.
For
So-
sure.
So I don't know how many times you're planning on doing it per day, but you might eventually be a few years older than
Why
me.
do you age? I don't necessarily agree with that.
You would definitely age because you're still conscious and living.
But the oxygen is technically frozen. Like the oxygen is what ages you.
Oh,
Well,
now we're getting too technical.
if you're gonna do
here.
all that, then technically the photons from light are frozen, and
You wouldn't be able to see.
You can't see anywhere.
All right, let's move on. Why don't we? I don't have a would you rather here. It's more of a scenario, and I have would you rather's, but I thought this was interesting. So you gain $1. Let me know if you would do this. You gain $1 every second, but
Deal.
But each time you think about how you can get $1 every second, you lose $100,000.
What?
No, no scenario not taken.
So let's say like it's a game, right? So you get $1 every second. This is the game. But every time you think about the game, you lose $100,000.
How many seconds are in a day?
Anyone know the song?
That's minutes.
Just times it by 60.
525. I can't. Okay, yeah. What's 525,600 times 60?
What is it? How many seconds are in a day? How
That's a
many
year.
seconds are in a day? 86,400.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
taking
so you
this.
would get almost 100K a day.
Yeah,
There's no way I can't not think
Yeah.
about how I get it.
but
though.
every day. What if you think about it every like?
Can I go into debt?
Sure.
God no.
No, I'm not.
Why did you
every-
say sure like that was a bonus?
I thought you meant like you just don't have to pay it right now, kind of like you don't have to
No.
pay it up front. I thought that's what you
This
meant.
is, you're gonna have to sweeten this pot tremendously.
You don't go into debt.
Can it be capped at once a day?
It could be capped at once a day.
I'm not.
That
taking
makes
this.
it way, way, way better. But I'm still not doing it. I'm gonna think about it every day.
You're gonna think about every.
100%.
Danny's just gonna be looking at his bank account, just go up $1 a second, and be like,
No, it's impossible. Like, it's almost impossible not to think about it.
I mean, that's not true.
I think it is.
It's impossible to not think about.
Almost.
If you try not to think about something, you are like thinking about it.
I think after a while, like the first week's gonna be tough. You'll probably lose a lot of money, but after a while, you just kind of look. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'd have to. I think the only way you could actually make money is like to knock yourself unconscious, just sleep for multiple hours a day for like a whole maybe year.
Just like induce a coma for a year.
Yeah, basically.
But then as soon as you get up, you lose it all, and you lost a year.
I think what my strategy would have to be if I took this deal, I am going to sleep before 12 every day, for sure, before midnight, and then I have to hire like basically a life manager to pay all my bills by like 8 a.m. and pay all my bills and buy all the food I need and whatever, pay the mortgage, this and that, and then because I'll probably make $10,000 before 8 a.m.
Okay.
And then when I wake up, I'm gonna immediately go, oh, my magic dollar superpower, and I lose all my money.
Why are you?
But at least all my bills are paid.
Why are you so locked into this magic superpower?
How do you
money?
not think about this?
I feel like it'd be kind of easy to not think about.
Anytime you pay for anything, especially anything that's like expensive, you're gonna think,
oh,
and then it's gone.
Wait, I mean, you don't have
It's gone.
to think. You don't have
Yes,
to
you
think
do.
when you pay for
my
something.
new strategy is continue with that thought. Continue with that thought.
What did
when,
you say?
When you pay for something, do you go, oh yeah, I just did that one thing that got me paid, and then you pay?
I mean, I think about how much money I have.
But that's fine. That's not thinking about like the process.
Is the money magic from a magic source?
I don't know. You steal it from one person every day. I don't know.
I have a new strategy, and I'm gonna hire a hypnotist, and they're gonna hypnotize me into just thinking that money, like thinking that I'm not doing this.
Right.
That money is just like that I got, I don't know, like an inheritance from my great aunt Linda.
Is that
The
a real
hypnotist is
answer?
going to have to take the payment on credit because I think before you run into that guy, you're not going to have the money.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, if you're hiring this hypnotist, you have to explain to him.
Yeah, you have to explain to him. Now this hypnotist is just going to start
For some reason,
embezzling
I was
money.
thinking it was a her.
I said
Do you
this.
think women are better at hypnotizing?
I believe so. Yes.
Did I give this
Somebody
imaginary
somebody gendered
gendered
the
up.
I think I
hypnotist.
did.
God damn it, JT.
I don't know.
I said what?
Oh, what? Women can't be hypnotists, JT? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not
I
saying
feel like they're more likely to be.
Yeah, I feel
that was sexist.
I feel like I'm more likely to be hypnotized by a woman.
That was racist.
What?
What is the person called?
Hypnotist?
Okay. He keeps saying hypmo with an M, I think.
Hypnotist.
He keeps saying hypnotized.
No, see, it's actually
Hypnotist.
jokes on both of you. It's not a human. It's a hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Yeah, I went to a hypnotist show, and I think it's all bullshit, so this wouldn't work anyway.
he would think it worked.
I don't know. It depends. I feel like it could be somewhat real.
What if it was $5 a second?
I still have to have someone manage my money, because every morning I will have $0.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to be able to not think about this. Every time I go buy something, I'll be like, "Oh, this is basically free."
Why?
Just because that's just what I think.
But all you have to do
And your card gets declined
Yeah.
is
after.
not think that.
You can't. I can't not think that. That's it. I'm not taking this deal, unfortunately.
I think I'll take it. I'll take it at $5.
I think you're getting into debt.
I feel like after a while, like when I'm like 20 years from now, I'm gonna forget about it. I'm just gonna forget. And then one day I'm gonna go, oh yeah, and that's gonna restart the cycle. It's gonna be a problem.
You don't have a wandering mind like JT and I.
I don't think that's wandering.
It wanders to all depths of conversation.
If
I don't think it's wondering either. I think it's, I have magic money. How do you not think about that?
you just gotta forget about it. It's not. It's. I mean,
Not happening.
I get if every time you buy something, you instead of just buying it, you think about the thing you just did that got you money to then pay for it. So it's a confusing system you guys live by. Well, you just think about it. He's like, oh, well, I did this, so it's basically free.
I wouldn't not be able to, especially for big purchases. I wouldn't not be able to think about that. I just wouldn't be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. All right, well.
I also have I have a scenario too, but I'll save that.
We're breaking the form.
Yeah, we're breaking the
the
format.
mold. Do a scenario.
No, because I have a would you rather. All right. Would you rather have double D tits or a micro? This is good quality content.
What?
Would you rather have double D tits or a micro? You remain a man here, by the way.
Oh wow.
It's a toughie, huh?
Didn't you say this was going to be a scenario?
No, I said
That's
I had
just a
one.
would you
I
rather.
chose not to do it.
Oh,
Oh man.
Yeah, this is tough.
Man, oh man.
We're talking like a centimeter. By
I
the way.
can't. I'll take the double D.
Yeah.
I'll take the double D.
Yeah, but then you're like, oh god.
Then you got some juicy hangers, dude.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'll have some mommy milkers or something.
It's not gonna be weird when your like friends look at you like, damn, Antonio, take off your shirt. Damn.
Well, if you start
Antonio, you got a bra on
if you
today,
start
dude?
sexualizing my new chest, then yeah, maybe.
I think it'd be easier to, I don't know. Like your life wouldn't until you're about to engage in sexual activity, your life wouldn't change with a micro.
That's true.
It would change dramatically. It would change. Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
anybody who does
hey,
this lazy
hey,
as fuck,
hey,
lazy
hey,
joke incoming, lazy
hey,
joke incoming,
Danny,
lazy joke
hey,
incoming,
Danny.
lazy joke incoming.
Your life wouldn't change at all, pal.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. I think you gotta go with micro. You can't go with double D's. I mean, that's ridiculous.
You saw I just got him.
I couldn't.
Do you think you'd be able to pull with double D's?
Yeah, I'd be fine.
No, you would not. No, you would not.
I couldn't.
No, you would not.
I couldn't invest myself in this conversation because as soon as
I mean, everybody thought of it. It's kind of turning the corner. It's so uniquely unoriginal and uncreative
That it becomes
becoming
funny
again.
Exactly. Exactly.
and then we locked eyes.
No, you gotta take the micro here, for sure.
I'm probably going micro.
You gotta.
You going micro?
I was waiting for Jason to say something. I probably would have volleyed it to him, honestly.
Your life wouldn't change. I mean,
I'd say give me both.
Your life
Give me the
wouldn't,
double D and
your
the
life
micro,
wouldn't
bro.
change.
I assume it'd feel the same. It'd just suck for the other person.
Very selfish of you, Jason. Very selfish of you. Well, at least my friends could play with mine.
Exactly.
You can play on mine.
No one wants to touch the micro, man.
I meant the chest, Jason.
No, I think you'd have to basically like date like lesbians, I guess.
I don't
Right?
know about that.
I don't know if that would work.
I think a bisexual situation.
bisexual.
Yeah, 'cause I have
could work.
I still have a.
Yeah. Okay. So probably you'd have to strictly date bisexuals.
That's fine.
Fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Jason seems excited. About
Jason was
this.
like, "All right, you know what? Already down to 14 of them.
Well,
Well, thank you for that. I'm crying. The micro penis always makes me cry.
yes.
Jason,
All right.
let me hear the
Let me know if this is stolen or
stolen.
I came up with this, but I don't know.
Stolen IP.
Stolen.
I don't
Jason
know.
said he's been working on this for 7 months.
No. All right. Would you rather every time you sneeze, there's a 1% chance that you projectile vomit, or every time you come, there's a 1% chance you shit yourself?
It's both 1%.
1%. So 1 in 100 times. It's if I'm thinking like JT, it's gonna happen.
Eventually.
You're thinking like me. That is like exactly the question.
Well, because I would go. Well, technically, it's a 1 in 100 chance every time. So it's like 1. Like, I wouldn't think it's gonna happen in 100 times to me personally.
Well, that's the beauty of probability. It could happen 5 times
See?
in 100 times. You get unlucky,
That's what he's saying.
or it could never happen.
I have to go projectile vomit sneeze.
Oh.
So I feel like I could prepare a little better for that. Like when I sneeze, I know like, oh, I have a chance. It's already coming out of my mouth. Does that make sense? Like if I vomit, it's coming out of my mouth. I'm assuming.
Mhm.
If I'm sneezing, it's also a face thing. So I could just every time I sneeze,
getcha.
try to like maybe into a cup or something.
I'm definitely going sneezing, and I'm never sneezing again. I think I can control that.
Ooh, you're going to be fighting it?
Yeah, I think a sneeze is a somewhat voluntary thing to me. It's like you get a little tickle in your nose, and then a lot of times I have to edge out the sneeze myself because it's not coming out on its own.
We're letting that slide. You're letting that slide.
I don't know. This is his body. It's for me, and I think most people, sneezing is not a voluntary thing.
Have you ever tried the pineapple trick?
Yes, it does not work.
Oh, it so works. Sneezing to me it's all mental. It's a mental game. Sneezing is a mental game.
So every time you sneeze, it's because you just you could have stopped it.
I could have, yeah, but it's almost pleasurable to let the sneeze happen. In fact, if I get the tickle and I don't sneeze, which happens a lot, now I'm left feeling
Unsatisfied.
unsatisfied, blue-balled,
Blue-nosed.
blue-nosed, if you will. So
It depends. It honestly depends on the season. Like right now,
That's a good question.
I'm sneezing 10 times a day, probably.
You might not throw up from that.
But in the next 10 days, I probably will.
Maybe.
Almost 100%.
I just really don't want to I just don't want to do the other one.
Me neither.
Like,
I'm
at all.
gonna choose the sneezing and then just deal with the vomit, I guess.
Yeah, if I sneeze and we're out in public and I throw up, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I can't kind of walk back the other thing. I don't think I can.
You
Yeah,
don't have-
I agree.
You don't
How
have
many
sex
times you
that
sneeze
often.
Well, thank you, Jason.
you said what?
What?
What did you say?
Said
I
I
said
don't.
if you don't have sex that often, it's
Oh.
fine.
That's
God.
not an easy joke.
Do you,
That's not an easy joke.
Do you sneeze more or come more? That's the question, really.
I don't think that matters.
I think it matters
I don't think that matters at all.
because one of these bad consequences is going to happen to you based on that answer more often.
I think everyone,
Right.
except for Jason, maybe everyone sneezes more. I think.
Oh,
No,
about
no,
that.
no, no.
I might
definitely
come
not.
more. I'm
Well,
gonna be honest.
he could control his sneezes.
I mean, the only reason I sneeze 10 times a day is because when I sneeze, I have like a sneezing fit. I probably only sneeze like once a day if I sneeze that day.
someone ask him the other question then.
How often?
Yeah.
The other one's more, I would say.
I'd
You
say
come more than 10 times a day?
It's a great
And
question.
again, only during this season.
Right, but like the 10 times sneeze covers.
Well, I said, but I'm saying that's just me because I have sneeze fits. If JT only sneezes once and he
doesn't-
can control it.
he doesn't have
Once
to.
a
Then-
month, max.
How many times do you sneeze a month?
I don't know. Maybe like I sneeze probably 20. I'll say every other day, maybe.
I think
So
you,
15
I
times?
think it's just you sneeze so often you're not remembering how
No,
much you do sneeze. Maybe him because he could
I
control.
definitely
it.
do not sneeze
I
every
do not
day.
sneeze that often.
I also don't really get allergies, though, so.
Hmm.
You don't have to reveal this on the podcast, but I'd be interested for you to take a tally of the month.
Of all of us,
Of
I'm,
both.
I'm down.
we'll put it on Patreon. Patreon.com/Technicalities.
Go to
See the-
Patreon to
the
find out
leaderboard?
our sneeze number next month, I guess.
I think it'll be less sneezes.
I'm definitely less sneezes, but that has nothing to do with the fact that I just don't want to do the other thing.
No, I agree. I'm choosing sneeze as well.
I think that's more manageable.
The sneeze.
No, the coming.
There is no way that's more manageable.
Well, vomiting is always more manageable than
Yeah.
shitting yourself.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
for
Danny
sure.
knows. Danny knows.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Not if you're not ready for the vomit.
But you know when it would come.
Yeah, true. You can feel it coming and potentially.
Potentially, you could feel a 1% chance of it coming.
Well,
yeah.
you just have to now forever treat every sneeze like you might vomit.
Yes.
Yes, you have to run to the toilet if you're about to sneeze.
No,
Yeah,
or
But
basically.
according to you guys, like you can't control that even.
I
so
cannot.
wouldn't you just have a sneeze and then vomit?
No, it's not. It
At
doesn't.
least you
it
shit yourself. You have a container down here.
I can pause it for like 1 second, and also
You can get to the bathroom in 1 second.
You probably don't have a container down there because 9 times out of 10, when you're coming, you're probably not having a container now.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just you're just not shitting yourself.
I could invent some kind of diaper situation.
but then
lucky
you- but then
for
you
you,
won't-
it's already been invented. But
But then you won't be coming, really, would you?
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be a hole.
No, I understand that. No, I got that
think
part.
he's
I
hard.
understood what I meant. Just who's gonna want
You know
to?
what?
No, you know,
Jason,
let's go to the next one.
she's a lucky girl, whoever it is.
Let's go. No, we need to get next one, please. Danny, what do you got?
this feels like a clip that someone's going to comment podcasting equipment should be more expensive under.
Probably.
I'm inclined to agree with them.
This time, I think there should be a license.
I'm inclined to agree with them.
Regulate podcast equipment 2025.
Yeah. I agree. Get rid of it.
This is from our Discord.
Oh, how do you get in there?
You can go patreon.com/pickyboys. It gives you access to over 600 posts and videos, as well as the Discord access, as well as our new Patreon-only merch store, extrapicky.com.
600, that's a lot.
There's actually 2 from our Discord, so if I get around, I'll do another one.
Okay.
All right, this one's from Star Fox. Would you rather every day was perpetually a cozy, rainy Saturday, or a sunny Friday where you have to go to work, but it's Friday vibes and you can hang out with your friends after work?
Ooh.
So basically, a rainy weekend day for the rest of your life, or a sunny Friday where you do have to work, but the vibes are high.
I can't have a rainy Saturday the rest of my life.
True.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
But you're gonna work every day for the rest of your life.
No, it's just Friday.
Yeah, but if every day's a Friday, then Friday kind of
Wait, that's what it
Wait,
said?
yeah, now I'm
Obsolete.
confused.
Wait, that's what it said?
Is this every day, or you're just saying Fridays
No,
and
it's
Saturdays?
just a Friday and Saturday.
He said, would you rather every day was
Every day.
perpetually a cozy, rainy Saturday, or a sunny Friday
why
where you
even
have to go
why
to work?
even add the days to that?
I guess it's
confused
just
the shit out of me.
vibes. I don't
Just
know.
the vibes. Danny's a big vibes guy.
And then they said, I've been told I'm a madman for choosing Friday.
I can't work every day for the rest of my. I'm 86 working my ass off still. There's 9 to 5. I can't do that.
Yeah, but the vibes.
I don't give a fuck about the vibes. I'll
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
JT
Hold on.
doesn't
There's a
believe in
huge
vibes.
Huge caveat.
he didn't even
He's-
read
he's
this
a
all the way
bad-
through.
he's
Huge caveat.
He's a bad relayer
The
of info.
magic fairy resets your health and hangovers each day at 2 a.m. Oh, that's a good one. I think I'm picking Friday.
My health, meaning like if I get sick.
I think it just means that, like, because a Friday isn't a Friday if you can't drink without the fear of a hangover the next day. Like, I don't want to be hungover at work the next day, so you won't be hungover.
And I assume it would work the opposite way. Like at 2 a.m., your seasonal depression from your whole life being rainy is probably wiped as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I prefer, I mean, just in general, if we were just taking out, every day out of the equation, I would pick the Friday here. I think Fridays are a better day.
You're gonna be 95 working a 9 to 5 still.
I mean,
Can I? Once I'm 65, can I be retired and now it's just a sunny Friday? Like this is how
I think it's just perpetual.
How
At
does it-
65, maybe that's.
I don't like it. No, I don't like that.
I can't. I have to go Saturday.
Yeah, but
And
every
Saturday I
day,
but-
every day is rain.
But I never get to
care.
work. I never get to work.
No.
The rain doesn't affect him. He doesn't even sneeze.
I don't go
I
outside.
know, but how do you can't do so many things. You can't go outside. It's just always rainy. It's going to be depressing.
Not at 2 a.m. every day.
Ugh.
It resets.
No, it'll still be depressing. And it's just I don't like I like a cozy day.
You would choose working every day for the rest of your
it's
life.
specifically Friday vibes, and he said you can
Every
kind of slack.
day.
You can kind of slack on work. That's what it says.
What are they say? Where was that? Where were these information? Where's his
Yeah,
information?
I said that at the beginning. I said it at the beginning.
See, every time someone says something, Danny gives a new piece of info. Apparently,
It says you can slack off work.
Where you go to work, but it's Friday vibes, and you can hang out with friends after work. I guess it doesn't really say
What does that have to? It doesn't say that
okay, so
at
he
all.
makes up stuff.
It
every,
doesn't say that.
It said,
at all.
I've been told I'm a man for choosing Friday, but if it's a constant Friday feeling and I can say I got work done and can potentially go home early and relax, I'm cool with that.
Now he can go home early.
See, this isn't. You're just adding.
Well, that's Friday vibes.
What about a 1 in 100 chance that one Saturday won't be rainy? That's kind of what you're saying.
No.
Because you're saying that there's a chance
No.
there's a chance that you don't have to work. There's a chance that you don't have to work is what you're saying.
At companies I worked at, Fridays were work from home.
That's great.
I don't think that
Hell
applies.
yeah.
I don't think that applies here.
I mean,
You're just gonna make something else up.
He's gonna make
That's why you
something
looking
up,
at the
yeah.
phone.
He's
no,
gonna-
About to
because
make something else up?
I mean, I guess it is based off your current work schedule. Maybe people work on Saturdays.
But we don't usually film on Fridays, so does now all of a sudden
I don't
it can't be based on your current work.
I don't
schedule.
know how this.
I don't have a
works.
job.
It's clearly you go into a place and you got to work there and you come home.
yeah.
It's
But-
very clearly that.
But you might be able to leave work early.
What is that's not fair.
And you
What
get
is
to have
this
a
might?
and every night you get to have a rip roaring raging Friday banger.
I get to have it too, and I get to sleep in after.
No, but you don't really.
Why not?
Why can't he? He doesn't have work the next day.
Oh,
Well-
Danny doesn't go to the bars when it's raining. Apparently,
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. First of all, sleep in after doesn't even make sense because you're not hungover. There's no point in sleeping in.
I love a healthy sleep in,
Ugh.
where I'm not even hungover. I'm just sleeping in.
I like how on his day off he's sleeping in. Like that's the mentality.
I'm picking Friday. I've got to pick Friday.
It is crazy to me to pick to work every day.
This is-
It's not even working the rest of your life, like working till you're 90. It's working 7 days a
He's-
week till you're 90.
He's fully expecting to not work on Friday.
He's gonna
Yes.
get fired.
Oh, for sure.
He's gonna get fired.
And then you die.
No.
If you get fired, yeah, you die.
First of all,
You can't get fired and just have these days.
I'm not-
Yes, I choose Friday too, and I just don't show up to work. What
Yeah,
do you
so it's a
mean?
bad
I'm not saying I'm not going to work, but I'm just not going to work as hard as every other day, which
then-
doesn't exist anymore.
And then you're going to get fired.
No, I'm not going to get fired. I'm not going to get fired.
How's he not going to get fired? Explain that. Bad boss.
How are you going to get money?
We're in a perpetual Saturday. We're in a world where we are working the other days. They just don't exist.
Okay, well then I'm in a perpetual Friday. I'm in a world where I can't get fired regardless of the amount of work I do.
Okay, so then I go Fridays and I don't show up then. What do you mean?
I'll pick the
This is a
Fridays.
ridiculous
and
question.
I'll pick Fridays and I'll just take the day off.
Yes. I call in sick every day.
Not making
Okay,
any sense.
okay, that's
Oh, well, let's do it. Fridays.
Stop
Friday
making-
team.
Fridays.
Friday.
Friday team. Team Fridays.
I'm just saying I can't live in a world where it rains every day. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You might miss the rain.
I will not miss the rain.
One day you'll
I
miss
will
the
not
rain.
miss. I will not miss the rain.
One day we're gonna catch him just with a hose shooting straight up in the air on this
Yeah.
nice sunny Friday.
Denny, what are you doing?
No.
Nothing.
I will never miss the rain.
Fair enough.
All right, the other one from Discord maybe can be a little clearer because
You were just making things up.
I'm reading. It was a long message.
Discord.
Oh, actually, there's a few on Discord now.
All right, let's rapid fire them.
All right, rapid fire. Be showered and ready to go in an instant with clean clothes you currently have, or you can buy more.
That's kind of nice.
Or have a magic wardrobe that gives you any clothing and accessories you want. And no, you can't sell the clothes.
I'll take that. That sounds nice.
Magic wardrobe.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
So instant shower or magic wardrobe.
a lot of people do enjoy showers.
I like
right?
showering.
So
Yeah, I like a shower.
I also like a shower.
I don't. I'm going Insta shower.
I like a shower. Okay. Would you rather be able to run on your hands or write with your feet?
Run on hands.
I think right with my feet. Because it would be nice to just be doing something with my hands while I'm also taking notes with my foot. I would feel very...
I mean, I'd rather have 4 arms than 4 legs, which is basically kind of the question, right?
A little bit.
I didn't know where he was going in the first half, but yes, I agree.
This is more useful to have, because if I can write with my feet, I can do a lot of other things.
Well, that's not what it's saying. But also,
but
you keep doing that, I'll be honest.
what? I can't extrapolate.
When's the last time you wrote something down?
Yeah.
I write stuff down all the time. I'm probably the only person here who writes things down.
Yeah, but you're not writing for so long that you go, oh, you know what? I should use my feet.
No, I'm not. But what the fuck does that matter?
You're choosing to write with your feet.
I have hand feet now. There's a bunch of things I can do.
So you
with
stop
them.
doing
but
that. You don't have hand feet.
Number
You
one.
don't have hand feet.
Number two, you like just because you can write with your feet doesn't mean you can do it while you're doing other things.
I feel like you could. I feel like
you definitely can.
I think the gap to teach yourself doing that makes more sense because that's in the parameters of the question. He can't just start juggling with his feet.
Can you guys type on your phone with your left hand and write with your right hand at the same time? No, that'd be so difficult. There's no way.
Probably, honestly.
No, you could not.
I think I
oh
could.
my gosh! I will bet you
What do you wanna-
5 billion.
Here, give me a piece of paper.
Also,
what do you wanna do?
I would have 2 hands.
What?
I would have 2 hands to type. It's,
Yeah, but
it's hard to type with 1 hand.
Well, Danny can do it.
No,
Danny
we can't.
And if you can do it, Danny, there's no way you're doing it more than 50% efficiency.
Why knock everything over in the
All right.
process?
Can we
What
Yeah,
should I write?
All right.
I
Type
need-
the same sentence on both. Okay.
All right.
Can we come up with a sentence?
no,
Here, I'll do a.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. The red.
Hold on. Okay, here we go. Go.
Wait, do we? Let me record it like this.
Trying to screen record
Yeah,
this.
screen record your phone. Screen record your phone. We'll end on this.
Okay. Here we go.
Uh,
I'm gonna send it to.
just screen record it first.
I'm gonna send it-
What are you doing? Where you're gonna send it?
I don't know. I'm trying to send it to somebody. I'm gonna send it to
Just
JT.
screen
Okay.
record the phone.
Hold on.
Just screen record the
Yeah,
phone.
but I need the place to type in. Okay, I'll do my notes.
Do you need to
I'll
hold
do
the
my
paper
notes.
still?
No, I'm good.
He
Definitely does need
needs
it,
to hold
but
it.
it's fine.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Wait. Okay, here we go. All right, ready? Yep.
The red pony doesn't
Ugh.
know how to write or read. It's awful. It's awful. The random Tuesday on December 4th, 1972, the pony was also
What the fuck? Who is this pony?
shot and murdered by his cousin pony. Danny, it's over. There's no words. There's no words.
Oh,
There's no words.
Okay, can I see the
There's no,
phone?
There's no words.
Is there something on the
That's
phone?
enough. That's
He's
enough.
still
Show me what's on the
writing.
phone. The red pony has it to how TJ righteousness it was.
yeah.
And this,
pretty good, I'd say.
This one says
That is not good, Dan.
I would say it's pretty good.
this one says the wreck pone doesn't how to write.
Honestly,
Also, write was WRIT.
if I had two right hands, I could do this because I never type with my left hand.
You didn't even do anything good with your right hand.
You didn't do anything good with
Then
your right hand.
You're missing about 80%.
Also, you were going so fast.
Oh, I could keep up with that speed if I was typing.
Or writing, of course. But
Yes.
both.
I'm
You're
probably a
going
faster
fast
typer,
forward.
but yeah.
Definitely a faster typer. I'll send that to Jason.
Okay.
Self-confidence Danny was a good valiant try.
I guess so. I don't know.
I'm trying to give you a couple flowers here.
Point is, you can definitely multitask a little bit.
You proved that you can't.
I feel like I proved that I could do it more than you thought I'd be able to.
No, this is about Danny.
You remember the episode of SpongeBob where he takes 4 days to write that? You only wrote really.
The red pony doesn't blank how to write.
You're missing 80% of the words he said.
Also, right?
There was something
That's
about
the red
1972 and
the red
murdered.
pony doesn't know how to write.
That's the wrong right.
That's fine.
No, we won't. Yeah, we won't penalize him for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
I feel like that was pretty good. No.
I'm still.
You are missing so many words. Did you just skip everything you heard?
Yeah, but I would if I was
The
just
typing
typing.
was-
I was just typing, I'd probably.
The typing was worse, actually. Really.
The typing was definitely a little worse.
I'm choosing to write with my feet. I think we're gonna give Danny his ability to multitask there.
Sure, we'll give him.
We're gonna
We'll-
give
we'll-
that.
he
to
definitely
him.
doesn't have it, so
We're
we'll
gonna
give it
give
to
that
him.
to him.
I wasn't expecting to bat 100 on both, but I'm just saying. Like,
I was expecting
I
a
can-
7%. I was expecting
Wait,
that.
okay, Danny.
better than you can do. Do it.
You want to try
Do
it?
it.
And how about this? I'll type on my phone, and we'll see at the same time, and we'll
All right,
see
all right,
what's
give me-
more useful.
I
I mean, I didn't say that you couldn't type faster than this.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to type.
Okay.
I'm not. But I never
But-
claimed
but
that I
I-
can do
But
this.
Danny, if I can type all this, like, what advantage has this given you being able to do both these at once?
I never said there was an advantage. I just said I could do both.
I never claimed I can do this.
That doesn't count as doing it.
Give me a sentence. I'm not gonna be able to type.
Give him like 2 sentences.
I'm not gonna be able to type it.
All right.
I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Antonio is a man who has a plan and is wearing a dumb hat.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, so no mistakes. I could have gone way faster, but Danny was speaking slowly. Let's see what
You see, he's not multitasking. He's doing one and one.
he's doing. One
At
on
least
one.
At least I was genuinely multitasking.
I got Antonio is man who has plan hat. Antonio is man and is wearing dumb hat.
That's far better than what you did.
No, yeah, but because he didn't multitask at all. He literally typed.
That's true, that's
anybody
true.
can type and then write. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that.
No, I was doing it at the same time.
No, you were not. You were not doing it at the same time. No, you were not.
I did it much
You
better.
were not doing it at the same
I was
time.
much better, much clearer
So,
writing.
I'm just saying you can do two things, and I bet if you practice that, you'd definitely be able to do both.
I didn't give
No,
him any words bigger than 7 letters.
Especially
He
if you
immediately
start
gave us-
using slide typing. Do you slide type?
No, I tried it. It's very hard. Again, I'm not disputing that you definitely could practice and like do it, and you'd have to sink so much time and effort into this. And what do you gain out of being able to write with your
That
feet?
wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. The question was
Was it not about writing with your feet?
It was about writing with your feet.
no, but the question was like, oh, what, like, why would you can't do both?
He has no idea. He has no.
You sound like the ginger kid with the. Would you?
He has no idea what he was gonna say.
He's not a ginger.
No
Was he
idea.
not?
No.
Was he a blonde?
But he's a brunette. Either way, the
Isn't that for women?
no, I don't
Brunette?
for a brown-haired person. I don't know.
Danny thinks he doesn't have black hair, by the way.
The person I don't have black hair. The point is, I can do it. I'm not saying it's useful, but I can do it. That's the point.
Danny,
My point is, after a couple of years, maybe you can do it, and you get nothing out of this ability.
Oh,
I think it'd be cool to maybe he was just like a foot artist, you know? Like while he does his stuff, he just draws
Right.
little scribbles and he sells that as art.
Now that's different. Now it's your gimmick. Now it's your thing. That's
There's always a way, baby. There's always a
Yeah.
way. He's not going to write novels. With
That's
this.
true.
you don't-
Maybe I can type stuff down, and then I'm drawing with the foot, and like kind of like an interpretive drawing of what I'm writing down.
You can't draw with your hands.
If only someone.
can draw with
If
my
only
hands.
someone.
No, you cannot.
just
Yes,
said
I
that.
can.
I've seen you play Gardic Phone.
I'm the best drawer of all the Picky Boys.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Me.
Definitely
Are
not.
you crazy? Are you both insane?
I'm definitely the better
No,
drawer.
I'm a way better drawer than you.
Okay.
Danny, I used to want to be an artist. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
you
I'm
wanted
a
to be
way
an,
better
you,
drawer.
wa- you wanted to be an. I didn't even know that.
You
You
are-
wanted to be an architect.
Absolutely not a better drawer than me.
Yes, I am.
Absolutely not.
Yes, I am.
I took more
Let's
art
g-
classes
give
than
me
you.
5 things to draw. I will draw better than
All right,
you.
let's
All right,
do
every
it.
time.
we'll make it a video. We'll make it a
Let's
video.
do it.
We'll make it a Patreon.
This is
We'll
crazy.
make it a Patreon video. We'll make
Far
it a
better
Patreon.
This is
artist.
crazy.
I
Have you
understand.
seen JT's Pictionary attempts? It's like ridiculous.
For what? When we
Yeah,
draw
for
with
the
our
mouse?
penis? What are you talking about?
No, just like
What video was that? Was I
Drunk
part of that?
Pictionary with all every pic. We've done tons of drawing videos.
Have we done any that are not like where we're inhibited
Yeah, like,
inhibited by something?
like satire. We haven't done any satire. Like
Satire.
unironic drawing. Sorry.
This is insane. Okay, let's do it.
You're the only one who thinks this is insane. No one else here thinks it is.
What do you draw?
What do you draw? You don't draw anything. I've seen you play
I've taken
Gardic
way
Phone.
more art classes than you. Way
I've,
more.
I've taken probably.
Way more.
I've probably taken the same amount as him. Honestly.
Maybe. I guess. When have you taken art class? In
all,
college?
all throughout high school and never music. All loaded up on art electives.
Me too.
I didn't take any music. I took all art in high school. I didn't take any music.
What are we drawing?
I'll draw whatever.
Are we going to do like a reference image and a painting?
Sure.
I'll paint.
Sure. All right, we're going off realism.
I painted on stream. Bob Ross looks great.
That did look good.
Yeah, but that was instructions.
Was with a tutorial.
Okay.
Yeah, like anyone could do that.
You'd be surprised.
I think Bob Ross would disagree with you here.
Yeah, I think that's
I
why.
think that's
I
his
think that was his whole thing. That was,
yeah, I
that's
think you
literally
would
his whole
absolutely
thing.
disagree with you.
Well, his whole thing is anybody can do it.
Thank you.
But it will not always be good. That was his whole thing. There's a difference there. There's a difference.
There is. It was just funny that you said no, and then the exact first line is what he said.
Well, yeah, because it was a context of but it won't be.
If it's in butts with candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, Danny.
I am shocked that you think you can draw better than me. That is actually an
I don't think I know.
astonishing. Astonishing claim.
I think I can. I didn't expect that from you.
I had notebooks full of different things. I was known in middle school as like the artist of my class. I used to put
Wow.
animation videos on YouTube. I used to want to be an animator.
Oh, I remember that actually.
Okay.
I gave up that dream when my dad told me those people make $2 an hour and that live in China.
They do.
All right.
All right, we're off the rails.
Oh, I thought we got right back on him. I love that.
No, yeah, we were on the rails.
All
I
right,
think.
so this is usually how we go. We argue, we set ourselves up with a challenge, and now we're gonna do it.
Oh, I'm so excited for this challenge. This is gonna be like the easiest thing I've ever done. Maybe.
Sure.
I just when he talks like this is when the great Crumbellini happens.
On a day-to-day basis, I am like surrounded and do more like artistic leaning
For
things.
sure.
That's definitely true.
For
So-
sure.
But we're talking about your hands, baby.
Yeah, we're talking about your hands though.
Yeah, but it's but half the battle of art is knowing perspective and like the ratios and how things will look to
That's
the
true.
viewer.
You're definitely a
great
better
point.
like
It's a great
overall
point.
artist. I'm just strictly talking about like drawing.
Okay.
So
Well, we'll see.
so never mind, not painting. We got to draw something
Yeah, that's fine.
because it is different.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
It's all
for sure,
different.
for sure,
It's
yeah.
all different.
Oh, I don't know. Would I be able to draw something? Well, we'll figure it out. Let's get out of here. Look at that. We watched the idea formation. Boom, right in front of you, and let's get to it. JT, tell me where to find you. I'm very late.
You can find me on Instagram at the JBalls.
Find me at Danny is watching on Instagram.
You can find me at Ant Prisco. Can't forget to follow.
The Picky Boys. Make sure to go check out our merch store, pickyboys.com, and Extra Picky for the patrons. And follow us on the Picky Boys on Instagram, the Picky Boys on TikTok. Don't forget to follow our gaming channel. Oh, I messed that up. Whoopsie.
It's all right. He'll figure it out.
And just follow the Picky Boys on all the things.
The
You'll see.
side eye Jason just gave Danny was electric.